Coming this fall, mysteries as old as mankind. Witchcraft. Ghosts. Talking dogs.
Grog? Where?
Coming to video fall 1999. It's the all-new, fully animated movie, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Popcorn Reel. I'm your host Jesse, and it's so nice to see you all again. If you missed the last episode, you can go back and watch it on my page. You can also hit the link in my bio, which takes you to my YouTube channel. But let's dive into the movie. So get comfortable, have your snacks and your drinks ready. Let's dive into it. So tonight's episode is going to be about Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Like I've stated in the last episode that I was going to talk about, because I talked about Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, and I said that this movie in particular overshadowed that one. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. First off, this movie came out in 1999. It came out the year after Zombie Island, and we're going to talk about the plot line. So the plot line begins with the gang solving a mystery, and they are introduced to, they meet a Stephen King author named Ben Ravencroft, who invites him back to Oakhaven, and the town is being haunted by Ben's ancestor, which turns out to be none other than a guy in the mask. But the town actually does end up being attacked by Sarah when Ben brings her back, because he turns out to be a warlock and she turns out to be a witch. Anyway, long story short, they both get sucked back into her book. So if you have not seen it, I suggest you put that on your list, especially if you want to feel nostalgic. Anyway, let's talk about the movie. So what made this movie more iconic than Zombie Island was they brought in one of the best fictional bands, which I'm sure a lot of people wish, but I wish that they would bring into a live action movie, the Hex Girls. That is what I want to see in a live action movie. If they were to bring in the Hex Girls in a live action Scooby-Doo movie, who would you want to play as Thorn, Dusk, and Luna? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, that's what made this movie so iconic, was they brought in this band, and I feel like that's what really saved the movie, because if you watch the ending felt kind of rushed, in my opinion. Like, they didn't have time to write an ending, but when they brought in the Hex Girls, I felt like that's what saved the movie. With the iconic Earth, Wind, Fire, and Air song, that's what saved the ending of the movie. Overall, I would give this movie a 9 out of 10, because it did have some cheesy feeling to it. Like, it was kind of obvious who the villain was. I mean, let's look at the voice actor behind the character. None other than Tim Curry, who was Pennywise in the 1990 It series, Frankenfurter and Rocky Horror Picture Show, Darkness in the movie Darkness, Wadsworth and Clue, and a bunch of other things. But it was kind of obvious that he was the main bad guy. But overall, the whole atmosphere of the movie is what really makes it a Halloween movie because it is set in the fall. Um, and the fact that and they even say that it's set in the autumn too. Um, but also the whole feeling of it, just the spookiness of it. I mean, it's comedy, it's cheesy comedy. I mean, Scooby and Shaggy, you can't ever not laugh at those two. But it's comedy, and then it's got its spooky feeling to it, um, which is what really makes this movie better than Zombie Island to me. May not to everyone, but to me, this will always be number one on my list. And then Zombie Island. But other than that, I feel like some parts of the movie they could have done better because I did feel like they kind of rushed into it with the writing, but overall, it wasn't a bad movie. If I had to recommend this movie, if I recommend this movie to people, I'm sure they will watch it because this was what I grew up on. I watched it every year when it came on Cartoon Network, so there's that. Um, but yeah, this is all I can really say about it. I don't really have any negative things except that I felt like it was rushed. The only thing again that really saved the movie was bringing in the Hex Girls, which they brought them in to other, which they brought them into another movie, I believe, and they brought them into a few episodes of the Mystery Incorporated, which they became a fan favorite. Um, but yeah, if you're a fan of Scooby Doo and you love these movies and you want to like feel nostalgic, go for it. Put this on your list, definitely. Um, I guess I could say that's my show because I really have nothing else to say about the movie other than it was a great watch. Um, one of my favorites. Love it. Um, yeah, so see me on the next episode. Thank you for watching.